See, I wasn't. I didn't do a lot of traveling back then, and I've been to Dubai just like once, I think, or twice.
Okay. So it didn't start like before.
Yeah, for me, it was like go to places in Oman, enjoying photography and all of that. But it wasn't something that, if you ask me to point a country in the map, I will just point like 5 countries outside the GCC.
And today it's like 50 countries plus.
Yes. So she was like, all right, let's do something fun for our honeymoon. I was like, yeah, why not? I think it's going to be great. I think it's the best way to do it because in my mind, I didn't want to just put it just a random, boring
resort.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We started off. Sorry, now I'll interrupt you. We actually started off with like Malaysia. Was it Thailand? Yeah, these usual
Indonesia
destinations for honeymoon, and then I don't know how we ended up in Peru.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Well, one thing. For sure, I didn't know where's Peru. So she was like...
Not even from football?
No, I don't watch football.
Me neither, actually.
Okay.
He's a basketball. He plays basketball.
NBA, okay.
So she was like, let's go to Peru. There's this amazing hike and all of that.
It wasn't just go to Peru. Okay. It was like, let's go and do the Inca Trail.
Machu Picchu.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, sure. Inca Trail hike. Yeah, sure. I mean...
He did not sign up for that, but like
I did not know where's Peru.
He just kind of agreed to it. Like if you like ladies, if you really want to like test a guy, it's just before that marriage, before getting him tied. So I got him on board and we went on a 4 days hiking trip.
4 days.
Yeah, it was
the trail.
The trail is 4 days. The trip was 1 month, but the trail was for 4 days, hiking in the Andes mountain in Peru, and it's basically.
You mean the honeymoon was 1 month?
Yeah, okay. But the trail was for 4 days. Yeah, and then so you basically hike in. Like the Andes Mountains for 4 days, and usually it's a very popular trail. Like a lot of people actually do that trail.
Yeah.
But we did not like account for altitude sickness, for all the trouble that comes with it, for all the effort that you have to put. It's not an easy, just 4 days trail. Like that's what we assumed, and then and the end of the trail you actually see Machu Picchu. Yeah, which is something that I've read about in books, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go all the way.
I've seen so many images of it. I would love to visit. Abdullah, did you know that it was going to be a 4-day trail?
I think I found out like slowly. I can't remember, but all I know is I was like, okay, why not? Sounds fun. Thing is, I love trying new things. Maha knows me very well by now. From time to time, she'd go like, oh, something new, huh?
Okay.
Like I was a few days ago.
He gets obsessed about it. Like
2 days ago. The beginning of this week, I watched a video on YouTube about prolonged fasting, and I literally fasted for like 3 days.
You did it for 3 days?
Yes.
Wallah hayek, man.
And you know what? He told his colleagues that he's doing an intermittent fast because they keep on inviting him for lunch.
Yeah,
it's not intermittent.
Yes, I keep telling them, I'm gonna eat after 7.
Okay. Yeah, because he knows he's gonna get some weird reactions from people, especially that it's
Abdullah. I obsessed over this for a while, and I really wanted to do it. I'm sorry, can we keep travel?
Okay.
So I want to talk about this. How was the 3 days?
It was not a very... See, my mood was 85% good. I didn't experience that much of a terrible mood. Your sleep is definitely not the best.
Really? Your sleep gets affected?
Yeah, the sleep gets affected the most, I think.
Audiences are hating me right now. It's like, aren't we talking about travel? Yeah, but like this is really interesting.
But as an experience, I mean, at some point, you're not craving food. You don't feel you would see people eating in front of you, but you don't have that feeling.
At what point does that happen? On day 2, day 3?
I mean, for me, it happened on day 2.
Okay.
Day one when I
Suffering.
really want to eat something.
I watched so many videos of people doing it, and I really wanted to do it because I hear it has a lot of health benefits for
Yeah.
your body, but
Yeah.
also help for your mind. There's this whole ketosis thing
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, for the sake of the audience, maybe we'll bring you one day and just talk about this.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Machu Picchu.
Yeah. So basically, I like to try new things. So when Maha came with this idea, 4 days hiking, I was like, yeah, sounds fun. Let's just do it. And I didn't know how hard it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Can you take me through that? Because you said there was
Yeah.
altitude issues, there was other issues.
Thankfully, we actually documented the whole process because we wanted it to be like put in the memory, like in the memory books. And we have a video of it on YouTube. But the first day is usually just an 8-hour hike, and it's very easy.
Just, huh?
Yeah,
Less.
it's like relatively easy, simple. Mainly because you don't really go to a higher altitude.
Yeah, it's mostly
But then-
flat.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the second day is like really tough. Like you have to basically, I'm not sure what was the height, but like you have to kind of get into sort of a peak that was around 4,000 meters high.
Wow.
And speaking of Peru is already like,
High altitude?
Yeah, high altitude. So you tend to feel nauseous, and it feels like you kind of you feel breathless, or like, because the level of oxygen is a lot different. And the whole idea of having you, do the first day and even stay a day before in that area is mainly to get acclimatized. So you kind of have to stay a day or two in Cusco, which is the town where all the expeditions start
You
off
did
from.
that? You did?
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but you still will find like the altitude sickness can be really tough. And we actually saw on the second day a lot of people going back. So it was like a reality check for us, and we kind of were a bit concerned. And
Actually,
then
from the first day, we started seeing people coming back.
Yeah, and we asked the guide. So we had, a guide with us, and he was telling us that these, whoever finds it really hard with the altitude sickness, if they can't continue, then they kind of have to go back.
Did you have any travel experience before
Yeah.
this? How much
Yeah.
travel experience did you have?
So I I had from a young age, actually, my family we've always taken trips mainly to Thailand, Malaysia, and then I grew up a bit in UK, so that was a bit of a travel, but also like life experience.
Right.
And we traveled to Paris, like in summers, and in UK. And then I did my first solo trip in my early 20s to Iceland. So that was kind of like the, first experience into the whole
That's
travel
a
world.
real taste of what travel is, isn't it? Yeah.
So I kind of had that travel bug way, before marriage, and I know he was aware of it, like he knew that.
Okay, so you knew what you're getting yourself into.
Of course.
And you took this poor guy in you didn't start easy. Because I feel like you just got married.
Yeah.
And then when you go through hardship like this
Yeah.
trip, this will do one of two things. It will either bring you really close.
Or break it, yeah. Yeah.
Is it like a test? خلنا
Yeah.
نشوف.
It almost braked it because when we reached the end of the summit, that's when there's a place where you get the best view out of Machu Picchu. Let's say we didn't manage to see Machu Picchu when we reached the summit.
Why?
Because it was covered
foggy.
with fog and cloud.
Yeah.
And
Obviously, we
However-
were frustrated and
yes,
upset.
yes. But I told her, I'm very sure we're gonna see it. I'm very sure we're gonna get a nice view of it. That's called the Sun Gate. That's when you first see Machu Picchu. But that's not I think that wasn't the best view. The best view is a little bit further ahead, but it was still foggy, and we were like feeling,
Everybody was upset.
terrible
and
because
tired, yeah.
the group before us. The guide told us that the group before us did not see anything.
Okay.
And they were told, you can just come back next year or just take a train. Oh, by the way, you can actually take a train
Or a bus.
from the city to see Machu Picchu. You don't need to do the 4 days hike. Just just in case people want to know what
Yeah,
things
you can choose the
what
easy
Maha
route.
did
Yeah.
to me. All right. So yeah.
I'm the troublemaker here.
I can see. It's,
But as we were approaching, Machu Picchu, my God, the sky started clearing, the fog started clearing, and we got like an amazing view. And that's when we know that our relationship will always.
Allah.
No, but we actually supported each other.
No,
No, I meant to say. No, wait.
You were supposed to be clapping.
Okay, yeah. We'll get,
Start
but-
the
but
intro, the outro music.
Yeah, he probably forgot about this. But the journey, we got really tired along the path, but we were, pulling each other and supporting each other. Yeah.